I'm going to introduce Andrew Stark and interpret some of his important photos. Stark was born in New South Wales and grew up in the semi-rural district of Liverpool, Australia. His childhood influenced him to be a street photographer. He is known for his evocative street photography, capturing candid moments and the everyday lives of people in urban settings. His work often highlights the interactions between individuals and their environments, showcasing both the beauty and the grit of city life. Stark's photography is characterized by its spontaneity and the ability to reveal the extraordinary in the mundane. He has a keen eye for composition and lighting, which helps bring his scenes to life with a sense of immediacy and authenticity. This photo is included in Stark's famous photography series called Street of Sydney. Published on May 14, 2010, the series was later displayed during many exhibitions, including the one in Fairfield City Museum and Gallery. It captures two children about to play sports and felt interested in the camera. It showcases one of the most conspicuous traits of Stark's photos, which is the use of black and white color to eliminate distractions of environment. The composition is dynamic, with the boys placed off-center, leading the viewer's eye through the scene. The boy in the foreground reaching out towards the camera creates a strong focal point and adds a sense of movement to the image. Without revealing too much information, this photo is interpretive for the readers to think about the context of the two children, what were they doing, and how they feel about the moment, making the photo thought-provoking. And personally, I feel this is a powerful image, prompting reflection on themes of childhood, property, and human experience in urban settings. This photo is included in the same series as the last one. It portrays a scene of multiple people navigating a rainy street in an urban setting, each carrying umbrellas. The diffusive lighting of a rainy day softens shadows and illuminates the scene, highlighting the reflections on the wet pavement. The camera's angle captures the street at a downward tilt, emphasizing the spread of umbrellas and the reflective wet ground. The arrangement of people with umbrellas creates a visual pattern, guiding the eye through the photograph while maintaining a sense of movement and life in the city. The black and white format again enhances the contrast between the wet surfaces and the umbrellas, focusing attention on forms and movements rather than colors. It creates an isolated feel as each person seems engaged in their own under their umbrella, despite sharing the space with others. And lastly, this photograph is explanatory as it primarily aims to document and depicts the common urban experience navigating a city street in the rain without imposing subjective interpretation or deeper narrative. I feel like this photograph is more important because it captures everyday urban moments with a raw realism typical of influential street photography. The artist's use of black and white imagery focuses on the interplay of light and shadow, emphasizing textures and emotions, and lending a timeless quality to the scene. For the last image, it captures a moment of intense emotion at what appears to be a public gathering of concert, focusing on a young individual amidst a crowd. The ambient light illuminates the scene, highlighting the central figure's expression and the surrounding crowd. Taken from a slightly elevated angle looking down into the crowd, this perspective not only captures the subject's facial expression and posture, but also the context of the crowd around him, emphasizing his moment of expression. The central figure is strategically placed in the middle of the frame. The crowd around him serves to frame this moment, adding to the sense of action and energy. Again, it shows the greatness and aesthetic importance of Andrew Stark's photography.